The time of your great new beginning is now. A message from Anica of the League of Light. To say that you are without help in this time of change is to deny the truth of our existence. We of the lighted realms of life have far more to do in your world than to sit at the sideline and cheer you on as you work your way through the progressive levels of awakening yet before you. You who have been doing the hard work, and those who have found their way along the energetic lines the path makers have cleared, will hear some new information very soon about the help poised to present itself. Be aware of the movements toward clarity, and follow the way well lit that leads to the heart's knowing. It is there that our voices arise with your own. It is there where you will recognize yourself, and it is from there that you will take your new form as people of light. When you emerge from your planetary heart center, which is within every being of Earth, you will be as if transformed. Some portray what is coming as catastrophic, or at least world-changing. For some, the time of transformation may be thus. However, it is not necessary to turn your world upside down, nor to bring to ruin the lives of every sentient being on the planet. The days ahead, as you see them now, are fraught with uncertainty, yes, but what you cannot yet discern in the shadows where daylight has yet to reach with its bright rays is not yet a monster. As the time has not come for the future's unveiling, it is impossible to say what exactly is lurking there. While you sense the impending fall of a great and powerful beast, do you not also sense the presence of benevolence, well-being, and community? Cohesion of intent to bring a great light into nascence. We of the League of Light feel this pulsation. We hear the heartbeat of new life within the womb of Earth's sphere. As midwives, we come with support and encouragement. As the temporal squeezing intensifies, and you, the living beings of Earth's sphere, come into the knowing that new life is about to make itself known. The creation of human consciousness in recognition of itself, the surrender to the Om of life's omnipotent embrace, the recognition of the whole of who you have been in the totality of time, in the momentary interaction of one with another. This is the fertile ground from which life has gathered its light and now redefines itself, bringing you and all of humanity with it. What looms for you is not a catastrophic end, but a bold new beginning. Men and women of light you are called, and thus you enter into a new dawn of history. We do not mean to say, however, that all will be rosy and bright for all people. Some have come to experience contrition, denial, or engorgement in this life. For whatever reason they have chosen to be here now, they will not be denied the choice of experience. Love is available to all, in all forms, and however any beingness chooses to experience it is up to them. We will not interfere. You have the laxity of demand, however, to bend reality from within the matrix frame of Earth in such a way that the greatest good, the most radical transformation, is experienced by the greatest number of people for the greatest benefit of all. This we encourage you to do if you are willing and able. It is the surest path to the best outcome in the biggest picture. When will the long-anticipated events happen? This we will not answer. Your own choices determine the events on your timeline, and those things that are already chosen for the timeline of the collective will have to be a surprise. There is little that any one person can say with certainty that will indeed take place along the continuum of your people's existence, for outcomes are only visible from points in time after their occurrence. Add to that the uncertainty that is part of having free will and unlimited potential, and prediction becomes a very risky business indeed. There are plenty of possible realities that you can enter into, on the other hand, and we can tell you something about that. What will you do with the information? It is the question any person of wisdom would ask before sharing time's secrets. Knowledge is a potent thing, so I must say to you, think about what you want to experience next, and put this destination into your heart. Then realize that the way from where you are to where you want to be may not reveal itself all at one time. It is true, is it not, that you never know exactly what's around the next corner? Thus it is. And to know all is to steal from yourself a treasure you have yet to discover, much less possess the value of. As the days move on and you watch another page of the calendar turn, are you the same person you were just a short time ago? Have intervening months between then and now wrought a new visage upon the vehicle of your soul? Love is ever present wherever the soul is involved and living in the world of light's interplay with itself. What will you do when all of your expectations of life's drama have been met? What will be left for you then? We tell you, what you do at that point is to change. It is the only thing left. You have probably felt this understanding moving closer to the forefront of your mind, and you may have become aware of watching yourself moving ever closer to that tipping point of transformation. It is happening to many to some degree of perceptibility, and it is happening to the planet as a whole as well. The expectations of a people, the expectations of the biosphere itself, are readying the end of extenuation, and thus change is inevitable. It is one thing to cope with personal change, and quite another to be aware of being part of a more universal wave of change. Should you prepare for large-scale cataclysms or volatile outbursts of energies? Dearest kin, we point out that you have always been tangentially involved with the myriad cataclysms now raging across the planet, as you are part of her living body while you draw sustenance from it. Your life depends on her life. Are you ready to deal with your polluted atmosphere of thought to accelerate the processes of clearing, cleaning, and creating yourself anew? This is how the earth enters into the transformation, and how you can as well enter more fully into your own transformation. Do you need to be well stocked before problems arise? You can always plan ahead, but when the time comes for all to change, having extra food on hand will only serve to bring momentary peace of mind. There are other factors to consider besides the matter of survival, which will become more clear as the dust settles. We do not foresee, nor do we see from any other point in time's linear perspective, that global chaos, mass panic, hardship, or suffering need to be a part of the picture as the present moment unfolds into the future. There are some who would like that to be, but if you are anticipating light, peace, wisdom, freedom, and so on, that is very well what you agree. Granted, some chaos is inevitable as your mind takes in the devastation of the dying aspect of the world. There will be some of that yet to witness, while first contact has its time in the news. Knowledge of big secrets takes center stage, structures of belief shake, and masks fall. The time for this is at the threshold, and soon things will shift. Already you see this happening, but the time for this to play out is short. While change is underway, as many sense now, fear need not be present within the hearts or minds of anyone with an eye fixed on love. As a reality maker, love does a much more satisfying job than does fear. We know that many people speculate now about certain ritual patterns that foreshadow a dire new world at the entrance of the gate. Know that this will not be. You have already lived that reality vicariously through the act of surrendering to it in thought. Thus it has played itself out, and you have survived. You have no need to relive old mythologies, nor to heed the pronouncements of doomsayers. You can see the threats already, and while you may not yet have the power to determine the outcome of some experiments and programs, you do possess the technology to rewrite the system software, so to speak, so that activities designed to prolong and intensify the subjugation and suffering of any being will result in empowering, benefiting, and uplifting all instead. How you go about this is a matter of joining the sentient biosphere of the planet in releasing decay turning what you have accumulated as yesterday's remnants into fertile ground for a new crop of dreams, entering the depths of self-knowledge and breathing life into the system parameters. Call for the interconnection of light to coalesce into the steady, resonant heartbeat of a greater system in which self-sustaining, mutually supportive love forms the basis for vibrant, living communities. Are you ready for that kind of outcome, dear kin? You are free to release the thought forms that entrap the spirit in lockstep toward oblivion. Indeed, there is little we can do while the collective mind still entertains fantasies of enslavement and technological nightmares come true. We won't contradict the will of a sovereign people, but we will remind you of your options, lest you forget how to create an alternative door for yourselves. Sweep the way clear within, and you will find it. I leave you now in peace and with thoughts lit with power and bright hope. May my words find a fertile place in your heart from which to grow into the fullness of peace, wisdom, and brotherhood. Until next time, this is Anica of the League of Light. I bid you peace.